Hello, dear Odooers. Welcome to this new Odoo lesson. Now that we've seen how to record the financial life of my company, Stealthy Wood Inc., I would also like to have a good understanding of the entries. Understanding this data will be very useful to understand our own performance, health, and review the way we manage our business. But I'm not the only one who wants to analyze how Stealthy Wood is doing. Tax authorities also need to receive legal reports to make sure that everything is in order, and investors and financial managers will need them to have a good understanding of our finances. Reports are specific to a company's localization, but even if they vary according to the country's legal requirements, they often remain the same in nature. Here are some of them. Profit and loss, or the income statement, shows the performance of a company over a given period by comparing a period with another one. It quickly becomes very clear how the company is evolving. The balance sheet is a summary of all of the reports and gives a snapshot at a specific date, showing what the company owns and what it owes on that date. It also shows that all its financial records are correctly balanced, according to the following formula. Assets equal the liabilities plus the equity. The cash flow statement is very useful to understand what exchanges happen in and out of the company over a period of time, and if they are related to operations, investments, or financing. There are plenty of other reports. Those required by a country are automatically generated by Odoo when you create your database. But we can also decide to create our own reports based on our needs. Fortunately, Odoo generates all kinds of financial reports in real time and very easily. It is then possible to change different options and compare the different reports. For example, I can choose to get my reports on an accrual basis, meaning that the reports take the date of the transaction as their basis, or on a cash basis, with which the date of the payment is used for the report's basis. So let's have a look at this on our database. All right, so here I am on my database, specifically on the accounting modules. Let's go ahead and check out our reports by clicking on reporting. And the first one we're going to look at is profit and loss. Okay, so here, of course, we have our profit and loss report, and we can also compare this period to another one. So let's go ahead and select comparison right here. Go to previous period. You can choose your number of periods. I'm going to say 1 and then apply. So here I have information for both 2019 and 2018. As you can see, I don't have any information for 2018 recorded, so it just says 0. All right, now let's go back to reporting, and then let's go to our balance sheet. Okay, so from here we can do it based on a cash basis that we're looking at right here, or we can even say an accrual basis. So if I deselect cash basis method, then that will give me the accrual basis here. All right. Now let's go back to reporting again and then go to our cash flow statement. All right, here I have our cash flow statement, and I'm looking at my bank journal here. I can remove this, or I can select any other journals that I'm interested in. Okay, so right now I'm looking at all journals, but we can say just Stripe, for example. Okay, or we can look at multiple journals. So we can say Stripe and bank. All right, and we have both of those things right here. So that's really convenient. Let's go back to reporting again and check out our aged receivable. Okay, so here we can quickly see, as of today, how much our customers still owe us and how old their debts are. All right, we have all of that information right here. Okay, now let's go back to reporting and then partner ledger. Okay, so the partner ledger gives a larger overview, combining by default both receivable and payable accounts. The aim is to have the balance, the last column here, at 0, which we can see that for me it's not 0, so I need to check out what's happening here. But we can play with some different options. Okay, so if we go to options right here, we're looking at accrual basis, posted entries only. But I also want to see only show unreconciled entries. I can remove this. Okay, I can even say cash basis method again. I can include unposted entries, which here shows as draft entries. Or I can remove everything. Okay, so you do have some options here, which are really cool. Okay, so this is just an extra step to allow you to check all of the entries that you may have, including some that are recorded but not necessarily validated and posted yet. All right, so now from here, we're going to go to reporting. We're going to go all the way down to invoices. Okay, so we're looking at our invoices analysis here. But let's go ahead and change the filters. So let's group by partner. for example, and then we're going to go to measures and we're going to change the measure as well. So right now I'm looking at untaxed amount. Let's go ahead and say average price. Then let's look at this as a pie chart, for example. All right, so I have 3 partners here, and we see the color coding on the top right. All right, and I just have some extra information. If I always want to have easy access to this, I can do so easily by marking it as a favorite. So I'll just go to favorites. I'll say save my current search, and then I can title the search. So I can say pie by partners, and then save. Now if I remove this, okay, then I go back to my favorites, I can quickly access this report. So I have this exact view if this is one that I check very often. From here, let's go ahead and look at the pivot table. Okay, so we also have some additional information here. So if I go to Azure Interior, for example, I can look at the invoices. So I see an invoice and a bill, and I can always download this report as well by clicking on this button, which will download it as an XLS. All right, and we have that PDF right here. So as you can see, reports with Odoo are super clear and super easy, and it's so convenient to see exactly what you need to see. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.